Imagine making an extra $1,000 a week from just your backyard. Sounds too good to be true? Not with duck farming. Welcome to Farming Know-How, where we explore practical, profitable farming solutions. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of duck farming. Now you might be wondering, why ducks? Well, the answer is simple. Ducks can be a surprisingly profitable venture with low startup cost, high demand for duck products, and relative ease of care compared to other livestock. Let's start with the costs. Unlike some farming endeavors that require substantial initial investments, duck farming can be started with just a few $100s. This includes the cost of the ducks themselves, a simple shelter, and feed. The beauty of it is that once you're all set, the costs to maintain your flock are relatively low. Next, let's talk demand. Duck products, from eggs to meat, are sought after in many markets. Duck eggs are a delicacy in baking due to their rich flavor, and they fetch a higher price than chicken eggs. Duck meat is also a sought-after choice for many gourmands, adding to the potential profit. And here's the cherry on top. Ducks are hardy creatures. They are generally healthier and less prone to disease than chickens, making them easier to care for. Plus, they're great at foraging, which can help cut down on feed costs. But remember, just like any business venture, duck farming requires dedication, effort, and a bit of knowledge. The more you learn about these fascinating creatures and their care, the more likely you are to succeed. So, are you intrigued yet? Duck farming has the potential to turn your backyard into a thriving, lucrative business. Before you know it, you could be making a steady income from your flock of ducks. So, why not give it a try? And before we move on to our next segment, if you're enjoying our content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, Farming Know-How, for more practical farming tips and tricks. Stay tuned. If you're ready to dive into duck farming, the first step is getting your ducks. Now, before you rush out to buy the first ducks you see, it's important to know that there are various breeds to consider. Each breed brings something different to the table, and your choice will depend on your farming goals. Are you looking for prolific egg layers? The Khaki Campbell might be your best bet. With a reputation for laying up to 300 eggs per year, these ducks are a popular choice for those looking to profit from egg production. Perhaps you're more interested in meat production? Then the Pekin duck could be your feathered friend. Known for their fast growth and large size, these ducks are frequently used in commercial meat production. Or maybe you want a dual-purpose breed, good for both eggs and meat. The Muscovy duck is a versatile breed, known for their lean meat and fairly good egg-laying abilities. Once you've decided on your breed, it's time to purchase your ducks. You might be wondering where to get ducks. Well, you have a few options. You could buy directly from a reputable breeder, which is a good way to ensure you're getting healthy, well-bred ducks. There are also hatcheries that ship day-old ducklings right to your doorstep. When choosing your ducks, it's critical to look for signs of good health. Lively behavior, clear eyes, and a clean vent are all positive signs. Avoid any ducks that appear lethargic, have cloudy eyes, or show signs of respiratory distress, such as wheezing or runny nostrils. You might also want to consider starting with ducklings rather than mature ducks. Raising ducks from a young age allows you to monitor their health and development closely, and it can also result in tamer, more manageable ducks. In conclusion, your journey into duck farming begins with selecting the right breed and purchasing healthy ducks. Take your time, do your research, and make informed decisions. Remember, a healthy flock starts with healthy ducks. So choose wisely. And before we move on to the next part, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Farming Know-How for more farming tips and tricks. Now that you've got your ducks, it's time to give them a home. Setting up your duck farm involves three key elements: housing, fencing, and a water source. Let's take a closer look at each of these components. Firstly, housing. Ducks need a safe place to roost at night and shelter from the elements. A simple duck house or coop, large enough for all your ducks to comfortably fit, will do the trick. Remember, each duck needs about 4 square feet of space. The house should have good ventilation but be free from drafts. It's also important to include a ramp for easy access, as ducks don't have the best vertical mobility. Now, on to fencing. Ducks are not great flyers, but they do like to wander. A sturdy fence will keep your ducks in and predators out. Chicken wire or hardware cloth about 4 feet high is typically sufficient. However, if predators are a serious concern in your area, consider adding an electric wire near the top and bottom of the fence for added security. The third essential element is a water source. Ducks love water. They need it not just for drinking but also for bathing and foraging. A kiddie pool or a large tub can serve as a great makeshift pond. Just ensure it's deep enough for your ducks to submerge their heads, as this is crucial for their respiratory health. Speaking of predators, let's not forget about their protection. Predators can be a serious threat to your ducks. Therefore, secure housing and fencing are of utmost importance. Also, consider getting a livestock guardian animal, such as a dog or a donkey. These animals can be trained to protect your ducks from potential threats. Setting up your duck farm is not a one-size-fits-all process. It's about creating a habitat that meets your ducks' needs and fits within your own resources and constraints. It's a labor of love, but one that is certainly rewarding. Once your ducks have a safe and comfortable home, they'll be ready to start producing. So don't forget to like and subscribe to Farming Knowhow for more tips and tricks about farming. Let's make your farming journey a successful one. Duck care is relatively simple, but there are a few key things you need to know. Now let's talk about the dietary needs of these feathered friends. Ducks are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and meat. They need a balanced diet to stay healthy and productive. Feed them a mix of grains, vegetables, and quality duck pellets that are rich in protein. It's also important to supplement their diet with grit, which aids in digestion, and plenty of fresh, clean water. This is crucial as ducks use water not just for drinking, but also for bathing and keeping their feathers in top condition. It's not just about what you feed your ducks, but also how often. Young ducklings should be fed several times a day, while adult ducks can be fed once or twice daily. Always ensure they have access to food and fresh water throughout the day. When it comes to health checks, regularity is key. Look out for any changes in their behavior, such as loss of appetite, lethargy, or unusual aggression. A healthy duck will be active and alert, with bright eyes and smooth feathers. Its droppings should be firm and clear of any worms or blood. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Regular deworming is essential to prevent parasitic infestations. Also, keep their living area clean and dry to prevent the spread of diseases. If you notice any signs of illness, don't hesitate to consult a vet. Early treatment can make a huge difference in their recovery and productivity. Ducks are hardy creatures, but they do need shelter from harsh weather and predators. A secure duck house with ample space, proper ventilation, and nesting boxes will make them feel safe and comfortable. And finally, don't forget to give your ducks some love and attention. Spend time with them, talk to them, and let them roam freely in a secure area. They'll reward you with their trust, and of course with plenty of eggs and meat for your farm. With proper care, your ducks will thrive and start to bring in that extra income. Now that you've got your ducks and they're well cared for, it's time to start making money. So, how exactly can we turn our feathered friends into a steady source of income? There are several ways to make money from ducks, and we're going to discuss a few of them right now. Firstly, selling duck eggs. These are not just your ordinary eggs. Duck eggs are a gourmet item in many parts of the world, often used in baking due to their rich flavor and large size. If you've got a flock of laying ducks, you can sell these eggs at local farmers markets, to bakeries, or directly to customers. Next, there's duck meat. Duck meat is a delicacy, prized for its rich, hearty flavor and tender texture. If you raise meat breeds, you can sell the meat directly to consumers or even to restaurants and butchers. Just make sure to follow all local regulations and health codes when selling meat. Then, there's the often overlooked product, duck feathers. These can be sold for crafting, pillow stuffing, and even for making high-quality down jackets. Collect the feathers during your regular duck maintenance, clean them properly, and sell them in bulk. Now, to the question of pricing. When setting your prices, consider your costs, the market rates, and the quality of your product. Make sure your pricing is competitive, but also fair to you. Remember, your hard work and dedication to your ducks should be reflected in your price. And where to sell? Local farmers markets, online platforms, and direct sales to consumers are all great options. You might also consider partnering with local businesses like bakeries and restaurants or craft stores for your feathers. And there you have it. With a little work and a lot of love, your ducks can start bringing in a steady income. So why not give it a try? Start your duck farming journey today, and who knows where it might take you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Farming Knowhow for more tips and insights into the world of farming. Until next time, happy farming.